Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. This is a 2013 Hilux, and I just wanted to show you what the intake and the EGR sort of looks like. Well, not the EGR, more the intake. This is more about, quite often you'll find me saying you need to clean possibly the EGR valve, or at least have a look at it, clean that, clean the elbow, clean the start of the manifold, and the rest of it doesn't need doing. And look, sometimes it does, sometimes it'll make you feel good and it'll look nice and clean. Doesn't mean it needs doing. I just want to give you an example. Like, I've had a lot of these manifolds off. I know what they look like, dirty and clean, and of course EGR valves as well. So I've tried to got a balance here of, you know, we want to look after the car and keep it in its best condition maintenance wise, so we want to do the best for it, but it's got to end somewhere. I'm not, you know, I don't want to tell you need to do work or spend money on crap you don't need, right? So don't spend money on crap you don't need, and you know, spend your time and money on things you do need, right? You know, you don't need chips or tunes, you don't need catch cans, you know. I don't know whether you need the extra fuel filter. Again, on this wobbly, this bracket's not too bad, but they're a bit wobbly anyway. Look, it's not going to hurt to have the extra fuel filter. It's just they don't prevent problems from what we've seen with these engines. It doesn't prevent injectors going bad when they get old and worn. They still get old and worn and still crack a piston if you leave it there, right? So it doesn't stop that. And we've seen them at hundreds of thousands of Ks with fresh injectors without the extra fuel filter, no problem. So you don't really need it, but look, it's up to you if you want it. What I want to show you here is this intake manifold. So I'm saying, oh look, you know, you don't usually need to clean that. I want to show you what I mean by that, okay? So we're going to try our best to have a look. We got the elbow off, it doesn't look too bad. In the elbow, so when you look at the manifold, this one kind of like doesn't look too bad, but from what you can see there, you're going, oh yeah, you know, and you can, if you look down the bottom, it's really hard to get a good picture. You know, you need to have a look at yours live to work out, you know, what can I do with that light to make it better? Anyway, it's what it is. It's, if you look in there, you can see a bit dumped there and on the back and on the bottom and whatever, but what I find is if you, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get the camera around to the right angle. I'm going to try and get it around here. That's probably going to focus on that pipe or something. Look, I can see down to number 4 port, and it's a rectangle, and it's quite clear, and it's got, once it gets down past where you could reach to, so you're not seeing it, right? From what you can see like that, yeah, it looks pretty average. It's not bad, I've got to tell you, on that back wall there, that's around about, no more than about 3 mil thick, but it does look bad enough. That isn't going to affect anything whatsoever. However, let's clean it out, because we can reach it. What I'm saying is all the extra work to pull the manifold off, hours really, between taking off and back on, doing it right, without messing anything up, forgetting anything, busting anything, and cleaning it properly. We're talking about hours and hours. Like, it's really an extra day's work. It, you know, unless you're pumping through it, ripping through them, and at risk of forgetting or damaging something, it's about another 6 or 7 hours. You know, just depends. You know how hard it is to clean, how old it is, you know, and crusty. But look, I'm trying to get that light. Look, down that number 4 port, I can tell you it's clear, it's rectangle still. I haven't reached forward yet, but I can tell you already from what I can see, it's not going to be bad. It's always better from here onwards, okay? Unless you've got one you've left for 300,000 Ks, and it's pushed all this stuff from up the top on the EGR valve, all the way down through the elbow, past this point. It looks pretty good here, really oil slicked and sort of smooth. It's probably pushed it further down. It doesn't mean it's worse further down, but it possibly could be, and that will be where it's just as bad further down than it is up here. So look, we're talking 1 kDs only. In my opinion, it's not usually worth removing the manifold. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's only your own time if you're doing it yourself. If you're pretty confident with the job, you can go ahead and do it. We've got a video in the VIP group that explains, about a 10-minute video. Look, again, like this, it's hard to get the camera in position and be able to show you these things, but so we, you know, haven't been able to do a video live removing the manifold, but we've gone through about 10 minutes worth of this is what you've got to on and off and what's involved sort of thing. And of course we've got full-length videos on the injector R&R, EGR cleaning and R&R. So if you want to obviously see those, you know, call me up, grab the injector kit, and then you can get into the VIP group and see those videos. It's really good, you know, I mean, you can call us and get us to do the injector job, but look, it is an expensive job. It takes a lot of hours to do the job right, and look, as the vehicles get older, I get it. You know, you don't necessarily want to spend 3, 4, 5 grand. It's a lot of money on an older vehicle. So a lot of people that call up, they're pretty sure they're going to do the injector job themselves already. So if our information gets you over the line, that's awesome. That's what it's designed to do, and back you up if, you know, things go pear-shaped. That's what we're here for. So hope that helps. Those people that shouldn't be doing it, shouldn't be touching it and all that, it's the idea is not to convince you to do it either. We're trying to help you do it if you're going to do it anyway, or if you need to know someone that can do it and you've purchased the injector kit. In the VIP group, you'll see the people we recommend listed. If you can't find someone, just give me a call, and once you've got the injector kit, or at least paid for it, we'll have a chat and work out who we've got that can do the job for you. All right, guys, hopefully that helps. Have a nice day. See ya. So I guess you really got to think about it before you go and spend, you know, thousands of dollars, 3, 4, 5 grand on your vehicle. So I'll put some facts out there the way I see it. I think the 1KD is a really awesome engine. That's why we chose to work on it and own one, and still own one. Basically, I suppose what you've got to look at is, I mean, if you're getting a new vehicle every 3 or 4 years, I mean, you can do that. You've got warranty for that. So you can go into the newer vehicles that may have problems with DPFs and intakes clogging up, whatever, and it's not going to be your problem. It's going to be the next owner. So take that into account, because owners are going to become aware of the problems with diesels and the intakes clogging up. So the resales might not be so good. So what you've got to take into account when you update to a newer vehicle is obviously depreciation is one of the biggest things, and interest, which interest rates aren't much at the moment, but on a loan or a lease you're probably going to pay it anyway. So if you're looking to save money, I mean, it's wise to keep the older vehicle and spend the money on it. Definitely a lot cheaper, but as I said, it is a lot of money. So if you're looking at possibly saving some money, as I mentioned, that's why we do this. Look, you know, bring it to us. You're not going to get out of here for less than. It's going to have something with a 3 in front of it, if not 4. You know, it's probably not going to be a 5. I mean, look, this vehicle, it's got a service and a timing belt, water pump. It's a Hilux, so you got to pull the compressor and alternator and that big front end job. So look, this is going to have a 6 or a 7 in front of it. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of money to spend if you're keeping the vehicle, and that is a massive chunk on maintenance. But it's something that's going to happen once on this vehicle. I mean, it's a Hilux, so it's got that one-piece water pump. We converted over to the Prado pump. It's another reason why we supply those timing belt water pump kits with the updated water pump. It's compatible with the Hilux one, and you just need to let us know whether it's a Prado or Hilux when you call up, because the drive belt's different. Most other parts are pretty well the same. Anyway, waffling on a bit again, I just want you to have a think about, you know, whether you do the work, and I think it is work. Look, they're awesome vehicles. Don't get me wrong, last to the best is my motto. They're awesome engineering, solid. As I said, when you're looking for one to purchase, I mean, other than being in an accident, and you know whether the normal maintenance has been done, the only risk is it's all about understanding the issue with these engines, and it's not really an issue if you understand it. The seats don't last forever, the injectors don't last forever, so it's maintenance that needs to be done periodically. And you can save thousands of dollars by doing it yourself if you're that person. So if you're doing all your own maintenance and stuff and you're sort of pretty sure you can do it but you're not sure, give me a ring, because that's exactly what we cater for. Alright guys, good luck making your decision whether you're going to, you know, keep spending the money on it, or it's not really keep spending the money, it's that big chunk you got to get over that bridge, and then you're good for another 7 years or whatever the case may be. Maybe longer, you know, I said 7 years, you know. Things could go wrong before then. If, you know, contamination, don't let anyone open those fuel pipes, you know what I mean? And they can last a lot longer. So if you're doing highway Ks, longer trips, even better, you know. We see 300,000 Ks out of these full DLC injectors, and they're still running well with really good readings and not noisy. So, you know, we give you information to replace it based on averages and a safe replacement interval, hopefully before you do permanent engine damage. All right, guys, hope that's helped. See ya.